Disclaimer: not for weak-hearted persons. Video is only for educational and motivational purpose, psychology tricks. The greatest wisdom is seeing through appearances. Lao Tzu. Before we begin this video, I want to share an important reminder. This content is not for the faint of heart. It is created with the purpose of educating and inspiring, inviting you to step outside your comfort zone and embrace the truth, real knowledge that will help you grow and understand yourself and the world around you on a deeper level. Everything you're about to hear is built on real studies, verified scientific findings, and has been carefully reviewed by a team of experts. There are no myths, no fairy tales here. What you're about to learn will challenge some of the beliefs you hold and help you dismantle the illusions you've carried about women, men, and relationships. But make no mistake, this is not about criticizing or condemning anyone. The goal is to help you see things more clearly, think more deeply, and grow stronger. So, sit back, relax, and for the best experience, I recommend wearing headphones. Let's get started. 1. Mate preferences. Let's cut to the chase. Men and women are wired differently when it comes to attraction, and understanding these differences can make all the difference in your relationships. Take a look at the groundbreaking research by David Buss on mate preferences, which reveals startling insights into what men and women seek in a partner. The first and most crucial point is that these preferences aren't based on fleeting trends or random whims. They are built into our very biology, shaped by evolution over thousands of years. When it comes to long-term relationships, women prioritize security. They want a partner who can provide stability, not just financially, but in every aspect of life. This goes beyond the paycheck. Women look for ambition, social status, and signs of reliability. In other words, they're searching for someone who can protect and nurture the family unit. It's not about a lavish lifestyle. It's about knowing that the man in their life can handle the responsibilities that come with long-term commitment. The ability to provide a stable environment to raise children is paramount. This is deeply rooted in female psychology. Women instinctively seek partners who represent safety, security, and growth. This is not just preference, it's evolutionary instinct at play. Now, flip the script. Men, when selecting a mate, are wired differently. They tend to be primarily attracted to physical appearance, youth, and signs of reproductive health. Yes, you heard that right. Men look for smooth skin, a toned body, and vitality because these are indicators of fertility and health. For men, this signals a greater chance for successful reproduction and the continuation of their gene pool. But this isn't just superficial. These physical traits are tied to instincts that have been honed over time. In the context of how to fall in love and build lasting connections, it's not just about a pretty face. It's about recognizing that men are also subconsciously seeking a partner who will allow them to pass on their legacy. But here's the twist: these preferences are universal. Whether you're in the heart of New York City or in a small, remote village, these tendencies show up. And what's even more surprising is that they are not based on personal taste or cultural trends. They're instinctive behaviors that transcend all external factors. You can be from any background, but these primal urges will still guide you when choosing a mate. This is the power of psychology tricks shaped by evolution. So, let's break it down. Men understanding these preferences means more than just focusing on the physical attraction in the early stages of a relationship. It's about embracing long-term qualities, stability, ambition, and emotional maturity. You must strive to embody these traits because they are the foundation of lasting relationships. Shifting your focus from short-term charm to long-term compatibility is a game changer. Be the man who offers more than just eye candy. Be the man who can offer strength, security, and a vision for the future. For women, the knowledge that men are often subconsciously influenced by reproductive cues provides valuable insight into how to navigate attraction. Don't mistake initial attraction for lasting love. Men may fall for beauty, but true connection is based on confidence, competence, and the ability to provide a stable and safe environment. This awareness can help women guide their choices with more understanding, looking beyond the surface and focusing on a partner's emotional and intellectual qualities rather than just their physical appeal. By understanding mate preferences through the lens of evolutionary science, both men and women can build relationships that are more than just based on fleeting emotions or random choices. Instead, they can create partnerships that are grounded in deep, instinctive needs, balanced with rational thought. And remember, when you understand the psychology of attraction, you're not just reacting to chemistry, you're crafting a relationship built on compatibility, trust, and real, lasting love. 2. Jealousy. Jealousy. It's one of the most powerful and uncomfortable emotions we experience in relationships. The feeling of someone threatening your bond with your partner triggers a response like no other. Research by Dr. David Buss uncovers some profound truths about how men and women react differently to jealousy, grounded in deep biological differences that go way beyond simple emotions. For men, the greatest pain from betrayal isn't necessarily emotional, it's sexual. Studies show that men are particularly hurt by the thought that they might be raising a child that isn't biologically theirs. This isn't just about ego, it's a survival mechanism that has been hardwired over thousands of years. From an evolutionary standpoint, men are driven to protect the transmission of their genes. A man's primal fear is the loss of that security, that guarantee that his offspring are truly his. This isn't some petty jealousy, it's a biological alarm system, a reflex deeply embedded in the fabric of our existence. On the other hand, women's experience of jealousy runs deeper emotionally. While men may fear sexual betrayal, women's greatest fear revolves around emotional betrayal. A woman's concern isn't necessarily about control, but about ensuring stability, emotional connections, and safety for her children. This is about the future, her future, and the future of her offspring. When a woman feels emotionally betrayed, it threatens her entire world, the relationships she's built, her sense of security, and her ability to nurture her children. It's an instinct to protect, preserve, and ensure the emotional and physical well-being of those she loves. This deep-seated response to jealousy isn't just a matter of cultural differences or individual experiences. Research conducted across cultures, whether in Brazil, Japan, Nigeria, or India, has shown that the way people react to jealousy is remarkably similar, regardless of religion, language, or tradition. This universal reaction proves that jealousy isn't some trivial or irrational emotion. It's a survival instinct that has been encoded into our very DNA. It's a protective mechanism designed to guide us through complex emotional terrain, and understanding it can help us navigate the challenges in our relationships. As a high-value man, recognizing this biological foundation of jealousy allows you to make better decisions. When you understand that these emotional responses are not random, but rooted in survival, you gain control over your emotional reactions. You are no longer at the mercy of your primal instincts. Instead, you choose how to handle jealousy, leading to more stable, mature relationships. You must be aware that every argument, every doubt, and every jealous feeling isn't a random outburst. It's a reflection of ancient survival strategies. Understanding this gives you power, confidence, and control in your relationships. By embracing this awareness, you can transform how you approach relationship dynamics. Rather than allowing jealousy to destabilize your bond, you turn it into an opportunity for growth. You become more in tune with your own masculine energy and that of your partner, allowing you both to navigate these emotions with a sense of purpose and clarity. When jealousy arises, don't panic, be calm. You must recognize it for what it is, a signal, not a threat. Attracting women isn't about manipulation or playing games. It's about understanding the deep emotional currents that drive both you and her. By embracing your masculinity and recognizing the root of jealousy, you become a partner who not only reacts wisely, but also leads with strength and understanding. As you build your confidence and emotional intelligence, you become more capable of handling these natural, inevitable emotional challenges. In conclusion, jealousy may be an uncomfortable emotion, but it is also a powerful teacher. It reveals the deep-seated instincts that shape our relationships. Understanding it and understanding the biological imperatives behind it gives you the ability to control your emotional responses, leading to more stable, secure, and high-value connections. You must be the man who understands these dynamics and uses them to cultivate strength, growth, and deeper intimacy in your relationships. Don't let jealousy control you. Embrace it, learn from it, and transform your relationships into something that will stand the test of time. 3. The ovulation effect. Let's talk about attraction, real, lasting attraction, not the fleeting kind that is governed by hormones. The ovulation effect, an idea rooted in evolutionary biology, has often been cited as the reason women are drawn to more dominant, masculine men during their fertile window. Think of the classic traits: a sharp jawline, broad shoulders, a strong, confident presence. The theory suggests that during this time, women may be unconsciously attracted to these features due to biology's desire to reproduce with the strongest potential mate. But here's the truth: the ovulation effect doesn't hold as much weight as many once believed. In fact, studies from 2014 to 2016 have shown that the hormonal influence on attraction is weaker than previously thought. Attraction is far more complex than simple biology. Yes, evolutionary instincts play a role, but they don't dictate everything. Real attraction comes from more than just physical traits. It is about confidence, intelligence, emotional presence, and the sense of safety a man provides. These are the true markers of lasting attraction. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher, said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This is critical in understanding human attraction. It's not just about how you look, it's about how you carry yourself, how you think, how you present yourself to the world. Men who exude a strong sense of self, confidence, and emotional intelligence, who make a woman feel emotionally safe, are the ones who truly stand out. Women are not controlled by fleeting hormonal shifts. They are drawn to men who embody strength, not just in physicality, but in character. The Stoic teachings show us the way. Stoicism is all about cultivating inner strength, mental resilience, and emotional intelligence. A man with an iron mind, who remains grounded and present regardless of external circumstances, becomes irresistibly attractive, not because of the shape of his jawline, but because of the depth of his character. The Old Stoic wisdom teaches that true power comes from within, not from external appearances or temporary biological urges. Men who invest in their own personal growth, confidence, and emotional maturity will have a far greater impact on relationships than those who rely on fleeting biological cues or chase after short-term physical traits. So, what does this mean for you? It means that to be truly attractive, you must focus on what lasts. Strength isn't just about muscles or sharp features. It's about mastering your mind and emotions. It's about building confidence that radiates from within. It's about making women feel safe, heard, and valued. That is the true essence of masculinity, and that is what makes you irresistible. Forget about what you think you need to look like during a woman's fertile window. What matters is what you bring to the table in terms of emotional depth, wisdom, and presence. Let me be clear: women are not bound by biology alone. Yes, evolutionary instincts may play a small part, but your real power lies in your personal growth. You must show up as the best version of yourself, strong, grounded, and emotionally present. That is what makes you magnetic. So, as you continue to develop your own Stoic mindset, remember that true attraction is rooted in timeless qualities: confidence, intelligence, and emotional strength. The man who consistently exudes these traits is the one who will attract and hold a woman's attention, far beyond any hormonal shifts. Let's stop overthinking biology. The key to success lies in developing the iron mind, in mastering your emotions, and in standing tall as a man who is in control of his life. When you embody these principles, you'll find that attraction follows naturally. You don't need to chase temporary biological effects. Instead, invest in yourself and build the traits that last: confidence, emotional intelligence, and unwavering self-assurance. These are the true keys to attracting the women you desire. If you found this insight valuable, comment below, and share it with someone who could benefit from it. Don't forget to subscribe for more wisdom. Comment to remember: I am a high-value man, grounded in confidence and emotional intelligence. 4. Conflict in relationships. In every relationship, Conflict is an inevitability, but how we approach and handle it will ultimately determine the strength and longevity of that bond. Instead of perceiving conflict as a destructive force, consider it as a golden opportunity, a chance to understand each other on a deeper level and foster greater emotional intimacy. Conflict, when approached with maturity and respect, offers the space to clarify boundaries, voice real needs, and identify the underlying issues that may have been lurking beneath the surface. It's not about winning or proving who's right, it's about finding common ground, learning from one another, and growing together. Relationships that handle conflict effectively do so not by avoiding difficult conversations, but by facing them head on, armed with the tools of active listening, empathy, and mutual respect. These relationships become stronger because the couple is building a foundation based on trust, respect, and problem solving, not resentment and silence. Handling conflict requires an ability to manage emotional triggers, recognizing when emotions are clouding judgment, and responding thoughtfully. Couples who master the art of navigating conflict do not just survive disagreements, they emerge from them more connected and resilient, with a bond that's deeper than ever. One key to this success lies in female psychology, understanding that emotional reactions may not always reflect the surface issue, but a deeper need for connection or reassurance. You must practice empathy and patience to truly understand what's beneath the anger or frustration. By doing so, you will not only manage conflict more effectively, but also deepen the emotional intimacy between you and your partner. These psychology tricks can help transform potential tension into a deeper connection. Furthermore, embracing conflict as part of the relationship process allows individuals to become more self-aware, recognizing their own strengths and weaknesses in communication and behavior. This self-awareness is vital as it creates a healthier environment where both partners feel valued and understood. Relationships that thrive in the face of conflict are those that embrace growth, not perfection. Every disagreement, if handled properly, is a step forward, a chance to strengthen your bond, and a foundation on which to build a long-lasting partnership. 5. Emotional intimacy. Emotional intimacy is the cornerstone of any lasting relationship. It's more than just casual conversation. It's the ability to share your deepest, most vulnerable thoughts and feelings with your partner, creating a true connection that goes beyond the surface. If you're striving to become a high-value man, emotional intimacy should be at the forefront of your relationships. It's not about merely attracting women or being emotionally available when it's convenient. It's about consistently showing up as a man who values depth, understanding, and emotional connection. In enduring relationships, emotional intimacy is not just about good communication. It's about understanding, empathy, and creating emotional safety. When both partners feel they can fully express their vulnerabilities without judgment, the bond between them strengthens. As a man, you must create a space where your partner feels safe to open up, and you too must be willing to do the same. This is the foundation of emotional intimacy. Emotional intimacy is not a one-time achievement. It's an ongoing process that requires care and nurturing. Just as you must continuously work on your masculine energy to maintain attraction, emotional intimacy demands ongoing effort. It's the aspect of your relationship that nurtures trust, deepens love, and reinforces the foundation of attachment. Without emotional intimacy, your connection will begin to fray. It becomes easy to drift apart, misunderstand each other, and even grow distant, despite physically being together. If you neglect this aspect of your relationship, it's like trying to maintain a strong bond without the essential glue that holds it all together. The lack of emotional closeness can lead to a significant emotional gap between partners, resulting in loneliness and dissatisfaction. You can't afford to let this happen if you want to build a strong, long-lasting relationship. That is why emotional intimacy must be your priority. You have to be the type of man who values not just the physical connection, but the emotional one as well. You must create an environment where both you and your partner can freely express yourselves without fear of judgment. This is how you will cultivate trust, foster deeper understanding, and ultimately create a relationship that stands the test of time. When you show up in this way, Not only will you become more attractive to women, but you'll also attract the right type of partner, the one who shares your values of emotional connection, vulnerability, and mutual growth. If you want a lasting relationship, emotional intimacy is essential. 6. Trust. Trust is the cornerstone of any successful relationship. Without it, nothing can truly endure. No matter how deep the connection, without trust, the foundation is weak. Trust is earned, not freely given, and it requires consistent actions, transparency, and accountability. This is not just about faithfulness, it's about being reliable, predictable, and transparent in every aspect of your life. In the wisdom of the Stoics, what we do in the moment shapes our future. This truth applies to trust in relationships. Every small act of integrity, every promise you keep, and every honest conversation helps to strengthen that bond. These are the building blocks upon which true trust rests. Let's be clear, trust is built through action, not words alone. It's easy to say you care, but showing that care through consistent behavior is what matters. The Stoics understood that trust is cultivated through the small, mundane moments, the everyday choices we make, like keeping your word, sharing your thoughts honestly, or being there when your loved one needs you. Every time you show up, every time you remain true to your word, you reinforce that trust. Iron mind, iron will. It's all about discipline. Without action, words are hollow. When trust is broken, it is not something that can be easily repaired. Think of it as a shattered vase. You may be able to glue the pieces together, but it will never be the same. Rebuilding trust requires an immense amount of time, patience, and persistence. Even then, it may never return to its original state. This is why it is so vital to safeguard trust. Once it's lost, it may never be regained. Old Stoic wisdom teaches us that we must control our actions and our words, for once a promise is broken, the damage can be irreversible. In modern life, where distractions and temptations are abundant, trust is easily undermined. It takes self-awareness to be vigilant, to respect the boundaries of the other person, and to deal with issues directly and openly. But this is what creates a strong and resilient bond. You must face challenges head-on and do so with an unwavering commitment to being transparent. Stoicism win is not about avoiding challenges. It's about meeting them with strength, fortitude, and clarity. Ultimately, trust is the foundation upon which all great relationships are built. It's hard to earn, but once it's established, it provides the strength to withstand even the toughest storms. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, what stands in the way becomes the way. When we confront trust issues head on, we learn, grow, and become better partners. Trust is a reflection of your inner strength, your iron mind, your discipline, and your resilience. You must build it, protect it, and never take it for granted. It is the key to a lasting and fulfilling relationship. If you want to build lasting, meaningful relationships, trust is key. Trust isn't just about being faithful. It's about being reliable, consistent, and transparent. Comment below, I choose to build trust in my relationships. If this resonates with you, like, share, and don't forget to subscribe for more wisdom on creating deeper connections. 7. The evolution of desire and attraction. Attraction and desire in relationships are far from static. They evolve and shift with time and life experiences. While biological factors like health, appearance, and reproductive potential undeniably influence initial attraction, the deeper forces driving desire go beyond the surface. In modern society, for example, women have started to prioritize emotional connection, shared values, and a partner's ability to grow alongside them, rather than merely focusing on physical looks or financial status. This reflects a broader cultural shift where personal experiences and societal expectations significantly shape how we seek and sustain relationships. What was once a focus on superficial traits like wealth or looks in choosing a partner has increasingly given way to more profound qualities that sustain long-term connections. Studies indicate that in long-term relationships, emotional intimacy, shared values, and mutual support are now often considered more important than material aspects. The ability to communicate, trust, and navigate life's challenges together has become central. But make no mistake, biological influences still play a role. Women, particularly in their younger years, often seek partners who can provide not just emotional stability, but also physical security and protection. However, as people age and grow, their desires shift. A man may not immediately catch the eye of a younger woman based solely on looks, but traits like confidence, wisdom, and the ability to face life's challenges head on can make him increasingly attractive to older women. In fact, confidence and emotional intelligence are often more appealing in older relationships than physical appearance or wealth. This progression shows that attraction isn't just based on the biological signals of youth, but also the richness of experience, the ability to connect on a deeper level, and the cultivation of wisdom through years of navigating life's challenges. In relationships, psychology tricks are at play, whether we're conscious of them or not. Female psychology, for instance, leans heavily on the need for emotional connection, security, and a partner who can align with her evolving desires and life goals. Understanding how to tap into this, how to position yourself as someone who offers both emotional depth and stability, is key. Knowing how to fall in love or to make yourself lovable isn't just about meeting immediate needs, it's about building a lasting bond that adapts to life's changing circumstances. As desires and attractions evolve, so too does the way we approach relationships. It's no longer enough to simply fulfill basic biological needs. You must embrace the complexities of modern relationships, where deeper emotional bonds, shared values, and the capacity to grow together matter more than the fleeting pull of physical attraction or status. Recognizing this shift is crucial in navigating modern relationships and ensuring lasting connections. Your emotional intelligence, maturity, and ability to adapt are now more important than ever. So, if you want to build lasting attraction, you must focus on more than just surface level traits. You must evolve with your partner, ensuring your desires align with each other as you journey through life together. 8. Awareness in relationships. Awareness in relationships is one of the most critical aspects of building a deep and meaningful connection with your partner. If you're a man between the ages of 35 and 70, seeking to better understand the psychology behind relationships, this is for you. You must recognize that self-awareness isn't just a trendy catchphrase, it's the bedrock of any successful relationship. And let's be clear, relationships don't thrive on guesswork or assumptions. They thrive on awareness. Self-awareness is about understanding your emotions, thoughts, and behaviors. It's about having the capacity to see how you contribute to the dynamic in a relationship, good, bad, or otherwise. When you are aware of your emotional state and your partner's, it creates a foundation for healthier interactions. You're able to attract women by being present, understanding, and genuine in how you connect. Women are drawn to men who can confidently navigate their emotions and communicate their needs effectively. But being aware doesn't just stop at you. It extends to understanding your partner's needs, desires, and triggers. When you can adjust your actions to meet her needs, that's when you start to unlock deeper emotional intimacy. That's the magic of self-awareness in relationships. It's a two-way street. Being aware of the relationship dynamics, the unspoken rules, the unresolved issues, and the expectations not always voiced out loud allows you to handle disagreements in a way that builds, not destroys. The most powerful men in relationships aren't the loudest or the most demanding. They're the ones who know when to step back, listen, and let the connection breathe. It's not about controlling the narrative. It's about understanding where both you and your partner stand emotionally and mentally. When you start paying attention to both words and actions, you will gain insight into what's really going on in your relationship. It's easy to hear someone say, "I'm fine," but that's often not the whole story. True awareness means noticing the body language, the tone, the small actions that speak louder than words. If you want to create a connection that lasts, be the man who listens, not just with his ears, but with his heart and mind. Be present, because this is where true intimacy begins. Don't underestimate the power of nonverbal communication. Your ability to pick up on emotional cues, those tiny signals your partner sends, can make or break your relationship. Understanding these cues will allow you to remain emotionally connected, even when things get tough. Recognize when your partner needs reassurance, when she's upset, or when she's feeling neglected. By being emotionally aware, you not only strengthen your connection, but also cultivate a healthier, more resilient relationship. This is why awareness is crucial. It helps you avoid unnecessary tension and navigate the bumps in the road without losing sight of the bigger picture. Now, let's talk about managing negative emotions. Emotions like jealousy, fear, and anxiety are inevitable in relationships, but you must learn how to manage them instead of letting them control you. Self awareness allows you to catch those emotions early and prevent them from escalating into something toxic. Be the high value man who doesn't let his emotions dictate his actions. Instead, learn to channel them constructively. Understand where they're coming from and take the necessary steps to address the underlying issue. When you're able to stay calm and composed in the face of challenges, you reinforce your masculine energy and show your partner that you are someone they can trust and rely on. Ultimately, awareness in relationships is the cornerstone of mutual respect, love, and growth. The more you understand yourself, the more you can understand your partner and create a relationship where both of you feel valued and connected. As a high value man, your emotional intelligence should be your superpower. Attract women with your ability to remain emotionally balanced and attuned to the needs of those around you. The more you invest in self awareness, the stronger and more fulfilling your relationships will become. So take a step back, reflect on your role, and begin building the emotional intelligence that will transform your relationships for good. If you've made it this far, you're already on the right track. Most people don't realize the importance of self awareness in relationships, but you're taking the necessary steps to break free from emotional cycles and create something real and lasting. Please comment below with, I am committed to understanding myself and building better connections. 9. Emotional sensitivity and empathy. Emotional sensitivity and empathy are two pillars that form the foundation of any successful relationship. You cannot hope to build a strong connection with someone if you are unable to understand their emotions. As a man, you must develop an emotional awareness that allows you to truly perceive what your partner feels. This goes far beyond merely acknowledging their emotions. It means stepping into their world, feeling their pain, their joy, and understanding their emotional needs. As the great Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. In the realm of relationships, this translates into understanding that real wealth comes from an abundance of emotional connection, not material things. Empathy, unlike what many might believe, is not a talent that you are born with. It is a skill, one that can be developed and honed over time with practice and self-discipline. When you master empathy, you are able to bring calm and understanding to the most turbulent conflicts. When your partner feels understood and cared for, your relationship grows stronger. As men, we must not underestimate the power of truly hearing someone, of offering emotional support when it is needed most. A man with an iron mind is not just strong in body. He is unshakable in his ability to empathize, to connect, and to support. Old Stoic wisdom teaches us that emotions should not control us. It teaches us that we have the power to recognize our emotions and adjust our responses accordingly. Similarly, understanding the emotional state of others requires an awareness that is cultivated through time and reflection. The more you strengthen your Stoic win mindset, the more you build resilience not only in yourself, but in the relationships around you. This emotional intelligence allows you to navigate conflicts with calmness and clarity, ensuring that your connection with your partner remains stable and harmonious. When you lack empathy, the relationship falters. Misunderstandings creep in, emotional damage builds, and distance begins to grow. You must recognize the subtle shifts in your partner's emotions as well as your own. This awareness gives you the opportunity to adjust your actions and words accordingly, maintaining the peace and strength of your bond. There is no room for weakness when you build your relationships on the foundations of emotional sensitivity. The more attuned you are to your partner's emotional world, the more you can create a deep, lasting connection built on mutual understanding and respect. So, cultivate emotional sensitivity. Make it your mission to empathize, not just understand, but truly feel what your partner is going through. Master the art of emotional intelligence, and you will find that not only will your relationships thrive, but your life will too. Stay disciplined, stay stoic, and build a foundation of unwavering emotional connection. It is through this emotional awareness that you will become the high-value man who attracts deep and meaningful connections. 10. The importance of self-awareness in relationships. Self-awareness is the cornerstone of any successful relationship. It's not just about knowing who you are, but about understanding the intricate dynamics that make your connection with your partner flourish or falter. The truth is, without self-awareness, you'll struggle to communicate your emotions, needs, and desires effectively, which will inevitably lead to frustration and disconnect. When you truly know yourself, you can articulate your feelings with clarity and purpose, creating a space for open, honest dialogue. But it doesn't stop there. Self-awareness also allows you to recognize and address behavior patterns that may have sabotaged past relationships, giving you the power to break free from negative habits that might be holding you back in the present. Think about it. How many times have you found yourself reacting the same way in arguments or falling into the same traps with partners? By understanding your triggers and emotional responses, you gain the ability to rewrite the script, stepping into a healthier, more conscious way of relating. But here's the kicker. Self-awareness isn't just about you. It's about recognizing your partner's emotions and needs too. Our relationship is a two-way street, and without an understanding of your partner's feelings and experiences, you'll miss opportunities to support them, leaving them feeling neglected or misunderstood. This lack of awareness can breed insecurity, disrespect, and a breakdown in communication, which can slowly but surely erode the bond you've worked so hard to build. When you fail to see things from your partner's perspective, the relationship becomes fragile, and over time, the distance between you can become insurmountable. That's why developing awareness on both sides is non-negotiable. It creates the foundation for trust, respect, and empathy, key ingredients for a thriving partnership. The most powerful relationships are built on mutual awareness. When you're both conscious of your emotional triggers, behaviors, and the dynamics at play, you can approach conflict with a sense of calm and understanding, rather than allowing anger or frustration to dictate your responses. You begin to see challenges as opportunities for growth, not as threats to your bond. The ability to navigate these challenges and come out stronger on the other side is what separates thriving relationships from those that simply survive. So, don't wait for the relationship to unravel before you start paying attention. Be proactive. Embrace self-awareness, not only to improve your connection with your partner, but to ensure that the relationship grows, thrives, and becomes a sanctuary of trust, support, and love. Psychology tricks are at the heart of how we relate to others, and when you're aware of how female psychology operates in relationships, you can navigate love with a new level of depth and understanding. Recognizing the importance of self-awareness in relationships isn't just about improving communication, it's about creating a space where love can grow and where both partners can thrive. So, don't just exist in your relationship, truly live it with full awareness, compassion, and a willingness to grow together. 11. Gratitude and self-awareness. Gratitude and self-awareness are essential pillars that strengthen relationships, especially when you're striving to build a lasting connection with a partner. First, gratitude. It's not just a simple thank you, but a profound recognition of the little things your partner does, those daily acts of love and care that often go unnoticed. When you actively show appreciation, you're not only validating their efforts, you're also creating a positive feedback loop. Your partner feels seen and valued, which, in turn, motivates them to continue supporting and loving you. This, in turn, nurtures a thriving bond. But here's the twist. Gratitude doesn't just help during the good times. It acts as a safeguard against the inevitable moments of fatigue or resentment. Life can get overwhelming, and in long-term relationships, it's easy to start feeling like you're giving more than you're receiving. Gratitude shifts this mindset, grounding you in the present moment, reminding you of your partner's unwavering support. It diminishes those negative emotions, providing a solid foundation where both partners feel appreciated and motivated to keep going. This is the kind of gratitude that doesn't just uplift, It transforms the relationship, keeping it vibrant and dynamic. Now, let's talk about self-awareness. This isn't about obsessively analyzing every emotion or behavior, but rather understanding why you react the way you do in certain situations. When you're self-aware, you gain insight into your thoughts, emotions, and actions, which allows you to communicate more effectively with your partner. You're able to see beyond the surface level frustrations and understand the deeper, often unspoken issues. This makes conflict resolution smoother and more productive as you approach disagreements with a clearer mindset and a focus on understanding rather than winning. Moreover, self-awareness isn't just about knowing your strengths. It's also about acknowledging your flaws and working on them. When you're self-aware, you can see areas where you need growth. Maybe you're a little too quick to anger, or perhaps you struggle with expressing your needs. But instead of ignoring these things, self-awareness pushes you to actively work on them, striving to become the best version of yourself. And this is crucial. Why? Because when you become a better version of yourself, you naturally become a better partner. And when both partners are committed to growing, the relationship flourishes. When both gratitude and self-awareness are present in a relationship, they create an environment of mutual respect, love, and growth. You're not just surviving together, you're thriving. The key here, gentlemen, is to recognize that you can't be a high-value man, attract women, or project that masculine energy unless you're deeply rooted in gratitude and self-awareness. These are the qualities that will not only enhance your relationships, but will also elevate your own personal growth and emotional maturity. Be the man who practices gratitude daily, who knows himself well enough to improve, and who understands that a strong relationship starts with a strong, self-aware individual. When you embody these traits, you attract the love and respect you deserve. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope you've gained some valuable insights into the psychology of attraction, relationships, and personal growth. Remember, the more you understand these concepts, the more you understand yourself and how you connect with others. If you found this content helpful, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share it with those who could benefit from it. Drop a comment below with your thoughts or experiences. Your words might just resonate with someone else walking the same path. Stay mindful, stay true to yourself, and keep pushing forward in your personal growth. The best relationships are built on solid foundations of knowledge, understanding, and respect. Until next time, take care and keep evolving.